Hi guys. So today is going to be a little bit of a different kind of video, and a video I am so excited about. I've been wanting to do this forever, since the beginning of time, really. So today I am going to do a DNA test with 23andme. So I bought a kit, which I have right here on Amazon, and this is from 23andme, and I looked into ancestry.com and different things like that, but I just decided to go with this, and I learned that Ancestry and 23 and I think a few others, they do share a database. So when people are looking for relatives and things like that, they do all share and connect up. So that's really, really helpful. So I'll just tell you a little bit of the backstory and why I'm so curious about my DNA and everything that goes along with that. And yeah. So many of you guys already know that I am adopted, and this wig is really gonna like annoy the shit out of me because I cut some baby hairs. It's actually, this is for Nomi, and I cut some baby hairs just so she could have them like down when she puts her wig on, and she could just, you know, what's it called? Gel them down. Anyways, they're getting all over the place. But, so, I was adopted when I was 3 months old, and I have very little information about my DNA, like about my genetic background. I have very little. I mean, I'll share with you what I know, and it's sad. Okay, so I was adopted when I was 3 months old, and on my birth certificate is my adoptive parents on there. So from what I learned from my parents, my adoptive parents, is that I am mixed race. I am half black, half white. I found that out when I was like, I think in 8th grade, I found that out. Otherwise, I had no idea. And my biological mother was white and father black. Now, where from? No idea. There's no paperwork saying, you know, if it's Irish, English, Scottish, you know, African, Jamaican, Brazilian, nothing. Like, there's nothing. And I also learned through the social worker that was taking care of me at the time that my biological mom wanted me to be raised with a Catholic family, and the father most likely doesn't know anything about me. And this was in Pennsylvania. I think that's what I was told, but who knows if any of this information is correct. But my mother came from Pennsylvania to San Francisco to have me, which speaks to most likely her family was racist, so she didn't want to have a black baby in Pennsylvania, so she traveled to San Francisco, which is seen as more open and diverse, and to have me. And said only a Catholic family could raise her. I'm not raised by a Catholic family, but my mom was a priest. Later in life, she became a priest when I was like 8, but she was very religious and all that. So I'm not sure how that worked out, but my dad is Catholic though, so maybe that's how it worked out. My adoptive dad. It sounds so weird to say adoptive dad, but I'm just saying that for you guys to easily distinguish who I'm talking about. But otherwise, saying adoptive dad feels so stupid because he's just dad. Like, that's my dad. All I've ever known, that's dad. So anyway, and so I also found out that I most likely have a sister who is maybe 2 years older than me and was adopted at the same time I was adopted. So she would have been adopted when she was like 2 or 3. Which is really sad. I mean, well, it could be really a good thing, but my understanding is that she was raised by my biological mom for that long and then adopted. So I don't know if that's true. No idea if that's correct information, but that is kind of sad to be raised by your mother for 2 years and then be adopted. But I don't know. So she could be, so if that's true, she's most likely white, right? But who knows? I don't know. That could all be false information. But so what I'm learning from these kits is that you not only get your DNA information, they have a database where you could find relatives. So that's very exciting to me. And I am hoping and praying that I find any relative. I would love to see someone that looks like me. Like, I would love to see someone from either side, black or white. It would be amazing. It would be amazing to meet anyone. I have absolutely no biological, except for my daughter, but nothing else. So I would be so amazed. So I'm going to do this kit and hope for the best. And let's just open it and see what we need to do. So here it is. It's a saliva collection kit. I did, when I was 18, I did write to the Catholic Charities. That's who I was adopted through. I wrote to them to see, because when you're 18, you could send them a letter and state that you would like to meet your biological family. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I was actually unable to meet anyone because my biological mom had said that she doesn't want any contact. Like, no contact when she turns 18. So there's nothing there for me. So I'm not, if she's still alive, I'm not thinking that she's going to want to meet me, you know, but I would love to meet my sister if I have one, and anyone else, like my dad. Oh my God. Who knows? A cousin? Okay. So let's open this up. Okay. Not the easiest thing to open. Here we go. And there is a place for me to register this, so I have to remember to do that. So here's a card. It says, "Hi, let's get started." And here's the registration. You know what? I need to put on my glasses. I actually forgot them in the kitchen because I washed them so I could read to you guys. So give me 1 second. Okay. They're still a little wet. Let's try this off. Okay, that works. So let me read. Okay. Hi, let's get started. We are excited for you to begin this journey, and we want you to know that we are here to help, whether it's questions about our service or how to get started. We have resources available to help you. And they leave their number, contact information. So I'll leave that over here. And what's this? 30% off another kit. So they give you these. 30% off another kit, and hooray for DNA. So that's cool. I wonder if that expires. I don't think it does. Okay, keep that. So here we go. This is what it looks like. Register this kit. I already have the page open to register. Your sample will not be processed unless it's registered. Okay, cool. That makes sense. So I will do that. So here is the kit. DNA Geotech Biospecimen Bag. Place the tube with small cap in bag. Peel off blue liner and seal by pressing down on glue line. Okay. Oh, wow. Here's, oh, holy mother, you have, oh, you gotta fill this whole thing up with spit. Oh my god, this whole, wait. Oh, okay. Sorry. I thought it was this whole thing. I was like, this is gonna take me some time. It's not, it's just this little spot right here. From here to here. Because like inside, if you could see, there's nothing here. It's just this little area. Okay. So I'm not gonna do that on camera because that would be disgusting. Okay, so I just like spit in there? Really? Oh, look, there's like liquid in there. There's some sort of a liquid. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to do that then. I'm going to do that and I'm going to register the product and I'm going to mail it away. That's what's going to happen. I'm not going to do that on camera, but I'm going to do that. Let's just see. Hello, glass lines. Let's just look really quick because I wanted to show you guys something. You could see. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I am not so savvy where I know how to do it, put it up online and you guys could watch while I do that. I don't know how to do that yet. There's like, what's it called? Screen mirroring or no, it's not screen mirroring. I don't know what it is. Anyway, let's look. This is, okay, so interesting. So this is what you're going to get. Can you even see that? I hope so. Let me look and see. I can't tell. So this is just an example. And so it says, the racial breakdown and from where. So the ancestry timeline, your ancestry composition, chromosome painting. You know what I'm most interested in, besides that, I'm so interested in that obviously, but I'm really interested in like connecting with other people. So that will just be for the next part of the video. So just for today's video, it's just this part. Not even for, I'm going to put this all in one video. So it's not like, wait till next week to see the results. Like, no, it'll all be in one video. Okay. There's really nothing, I mean, to show. So our services, so you could do health and ancestry. Actually, I could get my health record from that agency I was adopted from. I mean, it would be such a pain in the ass though. Oh my God. Oh, I'd have to find all this kind of paperwork and I'm not going to deal with it. And who even knows if my biological mom gave like correct medical information? It's like, but that one's more expensive. It's $199 and this kit was $99, so I didn't want to spend $200. How it works. It says the science, privacy, and research participation. What does that mean? I want to see what that means. Research participation. Becoming part of something bigger. Okay. Let me just bring it over here. Okay. Our genetic research gives everyday people the opportunity to make a difference by participating in a new kind of research online from anywhere. Once participants answer online survey questions, researchers link their genetic data to study topics from ancestry to traits to disease. These contributions help drive scientific discoveries. The choice to opt into or out of research is always up to the participant. Okay, I don't really know what that means. I want to know how to meet family. Like, that's what I want. It's okay. I'll figure it all out. So here it says, here are some of our collaborators. Academic, so the colleges that participate, are they saying? University of Chicago, Cambridge University, the MRC Epidemiology Unit, Broad Institute of MIT and Harvard, Stanford University, Industry, Alnylam, Pharmaceuticals, Biogen, Genentech, Pfizer, P&G Beauty, nonprofits, Lupus Research Institute, the Michael J. Fox Foundation, National Parkinson Foundation, Parkinson's Institute of Clinical Center. Just in case that turned off, the nonprofits are the Lupus Research Institute, the Michael J. Fox Foundation, National Parkinson Foundation, Parkinson's Institute of Clinical Center, and Clinical Center. Okay. Stories, reports. What does the report say? Oh, that's just like what you could buy. The stories. My results allowed me to keep myself healthy. Oh, so it's like a health one. Oh, ancestry. Let's see this, what they say here. A pathway to his past, a stronger sense of himself. Ooh, it's 6 minutes long. Holy mother.
I always wanted to know more about my family history for a better sense of myself. Nobody in my family had ever delved into our history. Everything was exclusively oral tradition. I was born in California, but all of my family is from the East Coast. It's always just been me and my parents, so I didn't get that much history growing up. I wanted to get down to the root of my origins.
From a young age, it was impressed on me that family was important, and it was important to know who your family members were. My father was a researcher and a historian, and he loved trying to find out who people were and where they came from. I was dragged to a lot of family reunions. There are books about family, monographs, lectures and talks and presentations about Lawtons and the allied families.
Oh my God.
Most of my
How amazing
immediate family, they
would it
only
be?
knew their grandparents, if that. So I didn't know my family history past my great-grandparents.
Well, it's more than me.
Me. I started looking through all my paper records, census records, but for a lot of African Americans, we simply do not have those records. We do not have paper trails because slaves were not included on census records before the mid-1800s. So I couldn't go any further. There was a lot of frustration. It felt like my history had vanished.
Lawtons were slaveholders up until the Civil War. They were a substantial family in the American South. A lot of them were Confederates. A lot of them fought in the Civil War.
It's kind of interesting.
Once my paper trail stopped,
Can you
I
guys see this?
realized that I've been carrying around the
What if I had
records
been doing
I've
this whole
looking
time and you
for
haven't seen a thing?
my whole life, and that's DNA. So I decided to do the 23andme test.
A couple
This is
of
really
years
heavy,
ago,
actually.
a cousin I'd never heard of asked me if I would help someone else try to trace ancestries by doing a DNA test with 23andme. He said, you know, if you've got an issue with having an African-American relative, you might not want to do this. I said, that's ridiculous. Why should I have an issue with that? Of course I'll help.
When I got my 23andme results back, the first thing that surprised me was the amount of European ancestry that I have. So then I clicked over to my DNA relatives finder and I got matched with a person who had the last name Lawton. I'd always been told we had a white man in our family with the last name of Lawson or Larson. So I started chatting with this new relative, and it turns out that they were from the same part of South Carolina that my family was from. I thought that this was about to fill this gap that I've had in my family tree for the past 14 years. So I decided to reach out, and I was so excited and nervous at the same time.
Can you imagine me doing a drive like this?
When I
Oh my
learned
God.
about Jordan, it put my family in a whole different light. It was sort of a world-shifting event.
Once I met the Lawtons, we started comparing old family photos, and
Okay, so I'm just going to stop it there because you get the gist, right?
My great-great-grandfather, Winnie Joe, and their family was absolutely uncanny. And
you could go right onto the site and see the rest of that. My arm's about to fall off. Oh my God, I'm so freaking excited. There's got to be at least one, you know? Like one relative I could find. Just one. I'll be happy. I'll be happy if it's just one. So I'm going to go ahead and do this kit. And I'm actually going to mail it today. Like, I want to get it in the mail today. And I wonder how long it takes to come back. Who knows? But I'm going to have it in the mail today. So stay tuned. Fingers crossed. I wonder how long it takes. Like, when it comes back with, like, the results, does that mean, like, I start getting results of ancestors or relatives? You know what I'm saying? So excited.